sports analogy, like how Rocket League is closer to sports. 'Cause I think it's very much true, especially in terms of getting better. It's just about repetition. It's about what you do when you're not playing against somebody. It, that matters. Like so in the off season when people get better, like it's what you're doing then. So then you can implement that against people, and not it might not happen immediately, but eventually over time you'll start seeing the progress. That's initially what I would do. Replaying training packs. Yeah, nowadays, especially with Baka's mod, I would say nowadays the best play to probably go about it is free play, because you can just constantly drive around and get the ball back to you, or even now in stock Rocket League, you can even get the ball back, just come back to you, and through that you can just practice your speed and drive around as fast as possible in order to get used to going for certain things. And free play specifically, it's more so about the booms. It's more so about controlling and like being able to hit the ball as hard as possible, and being able to follow that around. All right, so a lot of times the free play I'm just doing stuff like this now. And like I was a wave dash recovery I practiced, and I hit the ball hard. I practiced my air roll. A lot of free plays just going around as fast as possible. Just getting used to touches. Like you want to get used to air dribbling. I'm not the best at it. And one thing I will do in free plays, when I mess up, I would have put the ball on top of my head. I can't do it now.
Yeah.
But like every time I mess up, I always put the ball like right back in front of me so I get some more touches on the ball. So practicing the air dribble and whatnot.
How do I level up my game to that level?
I would say get the high SSL or even like GC. The number one thing is like you got like that hit, and you can do that hit and whatever rank. What rank are you right now?
Right now I'm like mid. I think I'm Div 2 C3.
Like if you could do this and just smack the ball as hard as possible, straight all the time. I mean I missed that shot. Not only are you gonna be able to confuse defenses, but like, and then that's like an age-old thing. I used to watch like Squishy do that back in like 2017 instead of just hitting the ball hard, like straight at the net. Everything needs to be threatening at the net. Like even that's gonna be okay because they have to jump. If you just hit the ball like that or something like that, like nobody's worried about that because you're not forcing the defense, your opposition. You're not forcing them to use boost to stop you from shooting. Like that hits you, so that's a terrible hit because they're just gonna be able to control it up the wall or whatever, and it's gonna put you in a bind. That's the number one step, and this goes for all rings, even SSL. Because people, you always want to test out people's control and see if they can read certain things. So hitting the ball as hard as possible on net is something that's very important. Number two, I would say, after that, is then also knowing your positioning and recognizing what your teammates can do, what they can't do. Film out for a little bit, because you can't just come into the game and then just dive at balls and whatnot and expect your teammates to be able to handle business. They might not be able to do that.
Yeah.
So your goal is to be really solid at defense, especially in 2s and 3s, and be consistent. Maintain your boost. Really focus on boost management. If you notice, play a couple games and you notice that you're always out of boost, then maybe watch the replay or just think about it cognitively. Maybe like when you're going supersonic, don't waste boost like that.
Yeah.
Get more speed flips. You don't know how to speed flip, you gotta know how to speed flip. Maybe not to get your champ too, but just overall, like just to help your game out. And then practice wave dashes. Like just single ones. You don't have to be able to do the chain dash. You don't have to be able to do the chain dash or anything like that, but the ability to simply maintain speed will get you in the spots that you want to be. Okay, it's all about having a ball at pace, and if you can do that, then it's fine. But then also, when you're playing fast, people are really scared of it, because then you can work on your dribble. And if you can flick and stuff like this all the time, which is like a ones thing. When I play ones, come on, it's all about what you want out of it. When I play ones, I don't really care for winning, because it doesn't, like, I don't gain anything from that, and that's just the point I'm at right now. Like I've reached that point. But I'll say when I initially was grinding ones, I used to get tilted at first. 'Cause all I cared about was winning. I wanted to rank up. That's not the proper way to do it. Like you don't have to go into ones all guns blades and acting like you're AJ or something like that. Just up in the sky, Jory is double resetting. You don't need to do that. You need to just work on controlling the ball and dribbling. Do that. You work on bounce dribbling. Do that, and just focus on that. And if you get scored on, it's whatever. It's whatever. Like if you could take that approach, or you just want to work on defense and try to maintain, then you can do that. But like once is a great place to really go and practice the little things you worked on in free play, especially in terms of dribbling, hitting the ball straight at the back of the net, maintaining speed, maximizing boost and stuff. The speed comes with the practice. But the faster you move in free play, 'cause I noticed a lot of people, they act like they're moving fast in free play, but they're not holding on to boost. I don't know if you noticed, but the whole entire time I've been holding on to boost. So like, outside of when like I'm supersonic or something like that. So like I'm used to going max speed. So in game, if I'm not going max speed, I realize I need control or something like that, which then allows me to maximize when I'm going slower. So if you're always moving this is like the peak speed. So if you're always moving this fast, then anything else is always gonna be slower, which means you have the ability to control. Yeah, I would say it's time more than likely, and a lot of failures probably.
Well, yeah.
Right, me going too dang fast and going, you know. I mean, a lot of people do it like that as well. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even think my wall play is that good. Because I think people can go up the wall way faster than me without having to slow down. Yeah, but this is basically what your free play should look like to an extent. And then, this is a better. It's probably a lower level. What free play looks like nowadays. I really see what free play looks like. Just go watch any of the pros do it. Yeah, other than that though, it's really about grinding, noticing your weaknesses, and then if you ever get stuck on something, maybe ask somebody else, maybe they get another opinion, or watch somebody who's better. That's really the nuances. You can upgrade your speed and your hit power. Like these are ones you're gonna see the most success from. Like just boosting and getting used to hitting the ball as hard as possible at the net. Like that's something everybody can like probably improve at fastest. I would say in free play is about playing fast.
Okay.
In game, the faster will come naturally because you're gonna get used to certain spots. Because you've been playing so fast in free play. But that doesn't mean in game you just drive around fast with like a chick with your head cut off and just run. No. In game you're gonna have to compose yourself a little bit more.